In merely 1 year, the novel coronavirus has claimed more than 2.3 million lives around the world. And we're living a life in a non-face-to-face society in contrast to our ordinary daily life before COVID-19. Have you ever heard of the claim that this coronavirus has actually originated from climate change? This is the result of a study published in February by researchers at the University of Cambridge in the United Kingdom and the University of Hawaii in the United States. Research shows that the increase in greenhouse gas emissions over the past 100 years has caused global warming. Hence, it is claimed that there is a high possibility that the coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, occurred as a result. Is COVID-19 genuinely due to climate change? The key to understand this appears to be bats, the animal considered to be the key host of the coronavirus. Bats move from one major habitat to another, carrying diverse viruses in their bodies. In the process, a considerable amount of mutated viruses are created. Studies have substantiated that as global warming spreads bat habitats, viruses living as parasites on bats were transferred to human hosts. In fact, the last SARS and MERS viruses also came from bats. Bats are primarily tropical mammals, yet, due to global warming, bats have expanded their habitats to temperate regions. In other words, bats and humans became physically close. Bats flock to the temperate zone where humans live. As we cut down trees and clear paths, we are increasingly destroying space for bats to live. And it's not just bats. As wild animals that have lost their habitat mix with humans, the trend in size and frequency of newly acquired common infectious diseases is accelerating. SARS in 2003 was transmitted to humans via bats and civets, and MERS in 2015 was transmitted to humans via bats and camels. According to the World Health Organization, more than 60% of new infectious diseases that have occurred since the 20th century originated from animals. Among these, 72% came from wild animals. Then, how should we respond to such situations? Due to COVID-19, the international community is paying attention to One Health. One Health is a new health policy paradigm that links people, livestock, and wild animals. Rather than response after an outbreak, it is striving to discover the root cause of infectious diseases and take a preemptive response. In order to respond to zoonotic diseases, we must first understand the habitat and migration routes of wild animals. Hence, research to resolve ecological uncertainties, such as their food resources, should be proceeded. In other words, if we analyze the distribution and habitat of wild animals, including bats, we can prevent another disease in the future. Efforts are also required to protect natural habitats and ban wildlife trade. Of course, the most important thing is to stop global warming and return the ecosystem to pre-destruction status. All countries can reduce greenhouse gas emissions, use green energy, and stop the reckless destruction of the environment. Consequently, in order to protect humanity from the counterattack of a new infectious disease, we must all work together to prevent climate change. How about conducting small eco-friendly practices in our daily lives to take care of our health?